Hey guys, welcome to my ranking. Today I'm gonna walk you through our partner program so you know how simple it is to join my ranking as a partner and make some good commissions without having to do the work. So one is I'll show you how agencies are adding a couple $1,000s a month in recurring revenue by offering Google Maps without having to do the work, and then how simple it is to refer a client to us, and then how much money you can make potentially when you do that. So let's get into it. Okay, first you need to understand why Google Maps SEO is the easiest win for local businesses and for you. And it is actually simple. Google Maps is where local buying decisions happen. So over 2 billion people use Google Maps every month, and 70% of local searches led to a visit or a phone call within 24 hours, which is a super high conversion rate, and you want a piece of that, right? So, but most local businesses have no idea how to rank higher, and that's why they're willing to pay a premium. You just need to connect them with experts that can deliver great results. So, why most agencies miss out on this revenue stream? I'll be honest with you. I bet a lot of agencies out there they want to offer Google Maps SEO, but they run into the same roadblocks, which is knowing house expertise, hiring is expensive, then learning takes months, and Google changes constantly. So if you think about it, find the right people, and having the right people in the right seats with the right strategy takes time, and it takes a lot of training, trial and error. So you have to be willing to put all the time to really learn and get to a point where everybody in your team knows what they need to do, and they have the right mechanisms and the right training, so they can deliver the same results over and over and over. So, and then knowing that Google changes constantly, then you have to have the right people in the right seats, because they need to be proactive in learning and adapting as Google changes, so they can continue to deliver the same results. And that's what we do. So at my ranking, we only focus on one thing and one thing only, which is we specialize in local SEO. That's the only thing we do in getting people to the Mac pack as fast as possible. And then we only charge 1097. That 1097 is for established businesses that are committed to growth, because it is a two-way partnership. We do the heavy lifting, but the business owner have to be willing to put in the time and look out for reputation and branding, and continue to grow. So we have a 30 days money back guarantee, which is great because you have nothing to lose. You can come in, you can see how we work, you can establish a relationship. If you don't like the way we operate, then we'll give you the money back within 30 days. You can cancel, no strings attached. And then we have a lot of like proven cases with results in as little as 30 days. It's not a magic trick. It doesn't always happen the same way, but in most cases, in actually 98% of the cases, we are able to see great improvement within 30 days. Depending on the niche, depending on market, location, demand, but we see that improvement within 30 days and 30 days only. So imagine, as we continue to work and that business is looking for improve their reputation, their branding, which we recommend them ways to do it, then we're gonna get to the moon, right? We'll be able to grow so much more, and then keep expanding and maybe opening new locations as the business expands. So let me tell you what that means for you. If you refer Map Ranking as your partner to take over the heavy lifting, you can be looking at a 10% commission every month for every client you refer. Basically 5 clients you refer to us. That means a 550 per month in a recurrent basis. That's basically guaranteed for you. You have nothing else to do. You only need to refer that client to us. We'll do the selling. You don't have to sell the client. You just send us a name. We'll keep up with that client, show them the value, and then once we start working together, we'll be giving you a 10% commission in a recurrent basis. So 10 clients means 1100 a month, and then 20 clients we could be looking at 2200 a month. So I guess the only thing missing here is, well, is it real? Can we prove that? And then how do you start? So I'm gonna go into that. And I'll be just looking at 2 examples because I don't want to go too deep into this. We have a bunch of, like tons of case studies and proof. You can just go into our website, mapranking.com, and look at them. And then you can go online. We have a lot of videos, showing those case studies because that's what we do. That's the only thing we do. We know how to do it right. So, for example, this is a client that came to us, and within like 50 days, we were able to improve ranking by 174%. Then phone calls, 57%. Like, that's crazy within 50 days. And may sound crazy, but that's normal to us. That we see that a lot happening over and over and over. So then look at this. This is only a month, so April 21st to May 21st. So within 30 days, we were able to improve rankings by 43% and then 79% phone calls. And I guess it depends on the market, the demand. That's gonna affect the way phone calls or visits or get directions they work. But in most cases, we see improvement within 30 days. So here's what we do different. We use our own software for running the geography reports, where we analyze the ranking for multiple keywords, and then we identify weak points and improve rankings based on those weak points and competitors and market and demand and so much more. So besides that, we also use our map check-ins that allows business owners and their team to download an app and then upload job site photos with a small description right into the Google Business Profile to keep it fresh and updated, and then into the website as well. And that's going to tell Google the exact area you operate. That's an incredible signal because every time you do a job, you'll be sending that signal to Google. Hey, this is my area of operation, and this is where I'm a trusted partner. Then we also do a CTR booster. I guess you know about that. We amplify those signals in a small percentage. That's going to help keep the profile moving forward and improving rankings. Then we do the keyword selection and the campaign setup. We do the website and SEO optimization, anything technical, schemas, and all that has to be done. We basically identified every little detail that has to be touched or done or fixed to improve rankings in for a local business, including the Google Business Profile optimization. Of course, we want to have that 100% optimized and 100% completed. And then business citations, we know hundreds of sites, but most important, the ones that create the biggest impact in the less amount of time. So it's simple, the process. You can refer a client just sharing a link, and I'll show you now how that looks. Basically, we have this is our software, by the way, and you guys are gonna have access. You can have access to it if you partner with MapRanking. We'll give you access to any set of tools that we are developing or launching in the market beforehand. And of course, we're gonna give you great deals. So we have a portal. In that portal, you can keep track of anything that you refer to us, any sales, any commissions, and then you're gonna have access to a link to a page where you are gonna send that link to the client. That's gonna be a unique identifier for you. So if the client contact us through that page, which is your page identified by you, then we'll give you that commission back. So then we do all the work, we do the sales, we do the fulfillment, and then you get paid monthly. That's as simple as it can get. So now, more than commissions, I was mentioning that before, we can give you access to our tools, so you can have a head start and also use it in your advantage. And then we're gonna give you access to our trainings, our strategies, and then partnerships, because we can have a two-way partnership where we collaborate in like maybe different fields, different opportunities. Finally, it's easy to sell because most people need it. Even if they don't know it, they do need it, so it'll be easy to sell. Then you don't have to have a team, you don't have to know the strategy, you don't have to keep up with Google, because you have zero delivery. We'll do that for you, and then you're gonna have the ongoing revenue, because we'll give you a recurring commission for every client you refer. Then finally, the setup is in minutes. We basically are gonna send you a link to a form. You'll fill out the form, you get access to the portal. In that portal, you can copy the link and you can share that link to your clients or any partners that you can refer to us, and then you can keep track of those referrals within the same portal, which is great. That way you know how much money you're gonna make, how many people you referred, who's sold, who's not sold yet, and things like that. So it'll be simple for you to keep track of the deal. And then finally, just guys, review our website, look for our case studies, come to us, book a meeting with us, and we can talk about different strategies, partnerships, and different ways to collaborate. So thank you. We'll be in touch.